Hey everybody, Sharon here. And I want to talk to you today about something that I was inspired to think about and make a video about that was in a Facebook feed. And it was a post by a friend of mine, and she talked about political differences and how ultimately at the end of the day it really doesn't make any difference, and that we need to be okay with this. And in this thread, I responded, and yeah, it was a great post. But somebody responded in there and said, yeah, and I'm paraphrasing here, I really don't think that it matters who we are, where we live, what we look like, or what we believe, what our creed is. I think we're all just stupid. And I thought, no, we're not. We most certainly are not. And when you think that way, that means that you are denying the wonderful creatures that we really are. We're not stupid. What we are is engaged in a very, very steep learning curve right now. Very steep. Very steep. And sometimes we're moving through this with more grace than other times. But we're not celebrating our wins, and we should be. And here's the trick with that. When a baby is learning how to walk, and you're watching the baby and he takes a couple steps and then the baby falls, you don't turn to that baby and say, oh, you suck at that. You're never going to be able to do that. You're not, walking is just really not for you. You really need to find something else to do because clearly you're not going to be able to walk. Nobody does that. You help the baby up and you go, wow, you did great. You made 2 whole steps. I'll bet next time you can take 3 steps. We're so proud of you, right? That's the normal response. And we're failing to do that with ourselves. So let's celebrate our wins. And I want us to also celebrate our differences, and here's why. Years and years and years ago, somebody said this to me, some woman who was a lot older than I was, and she said, you know, we're really lucky that we don't all like the same fella. And think about that for just a moment. If we were all completely alike and we all believed the same thing and we all liked the same thing, there would be, first of all, no reason for restaurants to have a menu. They just all serve the same thing because that's all anybody ever wanted. And if we all liked the same man or the same woman, that would be a real problem. That would actually spell the end of our species because there'd only be one of them. We'd all like the same thing. How boring would that be, too? I mean, boring. So we want to maybe look at this and shift our perspective a little bit and really celebrate our differences because they're a big part of the rich, wonderful experience of being human. And because tapping is my thing, you know, my disclaimer's down below. Read it before you tap with me, but we're going to do a little tapping to shift our perspective so that we feel better about ourselves and our species, humans. So let's just step into that. I don't think I can do it. We're too different from each other. We don't all believe the same things. We don't all think the same things. And I feel really threatened by that a lot of the time. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I feel really threatened by all these other opinions, all these other beliefs. I can't do it. But I completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I get really triggered by other people's opinions, I'm okay. I completely love and accept myself. And I'm open to shifting my perspective now. And I honor all the reasons that I may be triggered. Top of the head. All these opinions. I wish all these other people would just shut up. But if I think that, then that means I just want me to shut up too. Because I have opinions. And I do deeply believe that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But I wonder if it could be possible for me to express my opinions in a way that is compassionate, in a way that is loving and uplifting for myself and others. And here's the phrase I want to remember. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. No one is ever convinced to change an opinion or make any adjustment in their life by someone who's yelling at them. I don't like it, and nobody does. But if someone is speaking clearly and compassionately, that gets my attention in a different way. And I choose to be that person now because I completely love and accept myself. Peace. All right. Now, that should calm you down a little bit. Let's now step into some tapping so that we can feel better about our differences. And better about our wins. Top of the head. I know that things don't look very good right now. And some days they don't look very good where I am. Sometimes I don't move through my life with as much grace as I would like. I make choices that I'm not happy about or that I regret. Sometimes I say things and then later on I feel bad about them a little bit. I wonder if I could shift that. What if I'm really already doing my best, but I'm forgetting to give myself a little pat on the back for it? I allow myself to remember that I'm working with some drains on my energy, some extra demands, because every morning when I wake up, I'm still here in the middle of a global pandemic. And that does create some concerns for me and some concerns for all of us, which causes me to function from a little bit of a diminished resource state. I give myself permission to know that I'm okay and that I'm doing my best and it's good enough. And the next time I encounter something, I can do a little better because I know more. I choose to relax and move into celebrating the fact that we're all doing pretty well. We are getting through it. And I've dealt with 100% of the challenges in my life so far today. To this point in time, 100%. That's pretty great. I'm pretty great. Peace. Okay, come back and do this as often as you need. This is good stuff to shift your perspective a little bit, feel better about yourself, feel better about all of us. And as always, peace through unity for all of us. The word is love. Spread the word, share the love. See you soon.